Hey everyone, I'm Evan, and it is Tuesday, so it is time to check our weekly vaults again. Now, I've got a new Weekor over here that's basically just a notepad where I keep track of things manually, but makes it a lot easier to keep track of what people have and what they still need. So my mage has 2 piece and 0122. So, not a lot of gear yet. Oh. Hmm. A heroic belt or tier gloves? Hmm. Glacial spike casts pyroblast. That's pretty good. Oh. That would be a good item. But, he is doing fairly well right now as far as clearing delves. So I think I'm going to stick to taking the heroic pieces this week on him. Yeah, put that in my bank.
I have calibrated
I
my
am
prices to
keeping
be reasonable.
I'm keeping a bunch of items for every slot,
My
so that
thanks
at the
for
end
your
is at the end of the
patronage.
season we can catalyze them all. All right, heroic belt, not great, but it is an item that is needed to get the final transmog. For anyone that is new here, the goal of this season is to get full heroic so that I can catalyze it, get the heroic and the mythic transmog, and then the LFR and normal should be fairly simple. A neck. A neck is not a transmog, so I am going to go ahead and take these gloves that I do not have. Yeah. I'm going to be prioritizing transmogs over necks and rings and trinkets unless it's something that I am especially interested in for some reason.
I
All
have an
right.
extended supply of goods for
Put that
outlanders.
champion glove in there. Do I have any other stuff that needs to go in? Just a crossbow. No.
Return and peruse my
All right. So
inventory
he is
again.
now 3 piece. And there is a catalyst charge this week. Oh, there's a catalyst charge, and I have some heroic pants. Let's go ahead and turn those into heroic tier. I have 2 catalyst charges. Interesting. There we go. 4 piece. That's going to make delves quite easy. The first week I was mostly doing tier 8s because that is what is needed to get the heroic pieces, and it was the most time effective means of getting gear. When you're doing 13 people, you need to save time. But as people get 2, 3, and 4 piece tier, I may start moving up with everyone. Ironically, my druid and my paladin are still at 0 pieces of tier. Oh, okay, neither of these is super good, but a heroic ring is something I will take definitely to replace a adventurer ring, even if it's not the best stats. Oop. Yeah, don't replace the crafted ring. Crafted ring is perfect stats with sockets and an enchant. Okay. Well, that was a good item, but not what we were looking for. That's okay. The warrior is still at 2-piece, I believe, and really doing well. Warriors seem to be fairly easy to do content on solo with this season. Same thing with rogues. But for rogues, it's mostly because they cheat. Being able to stealth and do other things like that. Alright. We do not need a veteran chest right now. A heroic trinket. A heroic on use trinket. I don't like on use that much. But rip the magical essence out of your target. That's a lot of arcane damage and increases your lowest secondary stat. Or your highest secondary stat. Let's see, actually. Do I have a veteran chest? I already have a veteran chest. Yeah. There is no reason to not take the trinket. Best case scenario, I use it. Worst case scenario, it makes upgrading champion trinkets much easier. Let's see. Going to put this
My directive is to serve you.
veteran piece. Oh, I already have a veteran and a champion chest piece. Alright, that's going to be vendored. And this trinket is going on. I don't know how the trinkets rank this season. That is something I need to do this week is a little bit of homework. Research which trinkets are best. Last week was a lot of work because everyone got the quest to kill Dimensius, and I ran story mode Dimensius on all 13 people, which was time that could have been spent doing delves. Woo, look at all the stuff you've got. Alright, that's a lot of transmogs in the LFR department, but we are going to have to take this shoulder. Oh, it even has a leech. I didn't notice that at first. Last season's tier did not look very shaman to me. Looks more Protoss. Yes, I thought so. I do have a heroic headpiece. We'll catalyze that. And we will have 2-piece. I think I should be 2-piece on just about everyone this week. Which is nice. So like I said, it's a lot of delves getting all these vaults. And it's nice if it goes quickly. The faster I can do the delves, the more delves I can do, the more gear I get. And eventually people finish and I don't have to do delves. So it's all a positive feedback loop that makes everything take less time. Heroic chest. Heroic legs. Veteran stuff. Now do I want the heroic chest or do I want to catalyze heroic legs? Oh, that's complicated. Because the legs would let me get to 4-piece quicker. But this does not use up a catalyst charge. Yeah, I think I'm going to prioritize saving the catalyst charge and upgrade the veteran to heroic Alright. And then, since I have, I should have 2 charges, right? Yes, I've got 2 catalyst charges. So I can still get heroic loot, or veteran loot, or whatever, and get myself 4-piece if I want. If I really want. Besides, that character is doing really well in the delves. So there is no rush to use up all the catalyst charges. Oh no. You have 2 heroic trinkets and a veteran. This trinket sounds pretty good. Taking damage gives you versatility. What does 2-piece on him even do? Infliction of sorrow extends the duration of your disease by an additional 4 seconds on your main target. And Essence of the Blood Queen additionally increases your mastery by 0.5% per stack. None of those sound like they do damage. I might just be better off replacing the foot bombs. Those foot bombs do good damage, though, for tank. It has speed. Alright, I'm gonna take this. Just get myself 2-piece tier. I don't know if that's better than the trinket, but it can't be terrible. Getting 2-piece can never be a bad idea. That's the fun thing with the beginning of a season, is that you're really just, you're comparing good options. I don't think that I have a lot of bad options right now. The monk is the only person at 3-piece already. Oh, there we go. A headpiece, heroic belt. Not going to take any of the veteran options up there. Yep, we're just going to take this headpiece. Fantastic.
I have an extended
Let's
supply
put
of
this
goods for outlanders.
champion headpiece right there.
Return and peruse my inventory again.
Interesting look. I don't know why. I don't know why a monk has a bunch of fangs on their face like that. 4-piece is definitely going to make things easier. We'll probably start doing a lot of 11s instead of 8s, so that I can get the gilded crests. Alright. Demon Hunter is doing terrible as far as transmogs are concerned. Alright. I'll take a heroic head. That can be catalyzed. Now, what else do I have? I have heroic gloves. Do I have any charges? I only have 1 catalyst charge. I must have used another one on the shoulders last week. So there's no way I can get 4-piece. So I will not catalyze anything until I manage to get another piece of tier. Otherwise, you risk running into a situation like that other character, I forget which. Oh, he was the evoker. he had the veteran tier and found heroic tier. So you don't want to catalyze too early. Might catalyze a headpiece and then find that headpiece. Oh, heroic chest and heroic shoulders. Oh my goodness. I don't have any heroic pieces, do I?
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
No. Okay, this is a situation where I might just go do a delve and get a heroic piece from that before I take one of these. I will take one of these, but if I do the delve and I get a shoulder or a chest as the heroic piece, I could have catalyzed it and gotten the other one. All right. So pretend I took one of those two, chest piece or shoulders. One of those might give me 4-piece. It's just worth waiting. The priest is having an easy time doing content. Why am I a night elf? Oh, I got atomically recalibrated. Now the warlock has 2-piece. Heroic wand, don't need. Heroic trinket with leech and veteran boots. Harmful spells give you a void fragment. Upon collecting 15 fragments, you get mastery, 14,000 mastery. That's fine. I'll take that trinket. And the leech that comes with it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, replace that. I was wearing a pretty bad trinket. Okay, unfortunate. Just got a bunch of veteran stuff. Warlock is going to have to wait until next week to start catalyzing things. I don't need to rush it. Warlock feels really strong this season. I'm not sure what the math is behind it. All right, Druid really needs another piece of heroic gear or another piece of tier. I am just sitting at nothing. All right, heroic gloves can get it. Veteran head. All right, we're just going to take the heroic gloves. We're going to use both the catalyst charges. And that'll be 2-piece. Oh yeah. This tier set basically wants you to use a bunch of Starfire. Or Starfire. Yeah, Starfire has a chance to launch an extra Star Surge. Then I think the 4-piece makes it like split and bounce and ricochet. Yeah. All right, 2-piece. That is fantastic because Moonkin is also feeling really powerful. The Paladin's been doing really well, but he needs more tier. I've got a bunch of heroic pieces, and I can probably get. I can catalyze for 2-piece. Now let's see what I get. Mana Forged Aether Caller. Healing abilities have a chance to power the Aether Call, increasing your mastery, decreasing each second. No. See, that's the thing. I have a pair of gloves. Pair of heroic gloves. And that is a heroic glove that's already been catalyzed. What do I have in my bank? I know I've got a lot in my bank.
My directive is to serve you.
Oh, veteran, yeah. No, nothing in there changes it. I'm going to have to take the heroic tier gloves and use a charge on the tier shoulders. Which is a little bit unfortunate, because that means that this heroic glove right here, that may never get used. I'll go ahead and put it in the bank by the other thing, the other glove. Oh. Hey, that glove actually matches my current set. Huh. I didn't notice that. Do these boots? Oh, those boots look really good with this set too. Well, well, well. I may enjoy this tier set. Alright, I'm finally going to break tier from last season. There was no reason to do it for a while because last season's tier would occasionally give me a bunch of Oh, that's right. I'm set to holy. That's why it doesn't look right. It would give me a bunch of infinite holy power for a while, which was super strong and really fun. Now, I do have a heroic headpiece. If I can get a chest or pants from the raid, then I'd have 3-piece and I could catalyze the headpiece. In fact, I might just catalyze the headpiece anyways because that right there has a socket. So that might be the best I'm going to get. All right. Well, this has been fantastic. I got at least 2-piece on everyone this week. So everything's going to be easier and faster this week, which is great. All right. So this week, same plan as last week, only without those story mode Dimensius runs. Just fill up the vault with delves. Try to get heroic first. And see if we can't get all of the tier, all of the transmogs this week. Not week, season. All right. I hope everyone got something good out of their vaults today. And I wish you luck with whatever it is you're working on this week. See you next time.